Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out.
Choice you make when you get frustrated says a lot about how successful and happy you're going to be. There are three basic choices we all have. The first two are good and positive. The third choice is bad. First choice, what's the problem? What's the solution? Solve it. You don't care whose fault it is. You're not mad at anybody. Solve the problem. Great way to deal. Second solution, let's say you don't know the answer. Ask somebody for help. Never be too proud to ask for help. If you're not making it in a class, if you don't understand something, ask somebody else for help. Great way to deal. Third choice that we make sometimes is a bad choice. This is what I call melting down. When you melt down, that's when you take a relatively small problem in your life and you overreact and you freak out and you yell and scream. What happens is that problem never gets smaller. You make little problems into big problems. You see, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. And let me say this, confidence is hard to get. I realize, you know what, I have some skills too. There's things I do that other people don't do so well. But in the middle of my 7th grade year, I realized, you know what, I can dance. Oh yeah. Now with this, I'm not Joey or Lance or Chris or Justin or JC, and somebody's like, NSYNC, woo! And you're like, dude, how do you know all their names? Oh, their space, but here's my skill. I can walk into any room where there's dance to be done, and the minute that I start to dance, immediately, everyone else there feels better about their own dancing. Right? So I dance, people go, well, I can't dance, but I look better than that guy. I remember the show I used to watch when I was in middle school. It was my very favorite show. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It was called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Have you seen The Fresh Prince? All right, cool. Well, there was one guy on The Fresh Prince who was the coolest guy on the show. He was really smooth. He got all the ladies. His name, of course, was Carlton. Now, Carlton to me might be the greatest hero in the history of America. I used to watch The Fresh Prince all the time. I would practice at home in my room. And I remember it was like the 3rd dance of 7th grade. And I was finally ready. Now I got to go back and get a little old school here on you. I apologize for that. But I want you guys to come back in time with me. It's the 3rd dance of 7th grade. And I'm ready whenever you're ready back there.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. This. Can't touch this. My music hit so hard, makes me
sick. Nobody's good at everything. You're not supposed to be. But the great thing that Joe taught me too is this: we all have skills. We all have things that we are good at. And I meet so many people who judge themselves on who they're not and what they can't do, as opposed to who they are and what they can do. And you may not have found your strength yet. That's okay. That's what school's about. That's why you're here for 4 years, to figure out what you're good at. But the key to confidence is this: find your strengths and feel great about them. Okay? It's called Sing in the Rain, and it goes like this. Over a fear. I want to start your freshman year by getting you over a fear, and that's the fear of what other people think about you. And after you sing in the rain, you should have no fear of what anybody thinks about you for the rest of your life. And some of you are still going, huh, why? Here's why. There's that right there. Freshman class of 2010, that is the stupidest. You just hit rock bottom. You have nowhere to go right now. But if you were driving here with your mom going, man, I hope I would have done something stupid. You just did.
Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now.
I was sitting in class and Derek's pencil breaks, and we had those old-time elementary school desks with the hinge on the back, and you kind of had to swivel them up and down, and all your stuff was underneath there. Well, his notebook's on top, pencils underneath. When he lifts up on his desktop, the wire from his notebook goes up his nose. It had that little hooky part. It hooks over the middle part of his nose, inside of his nose, all the way up. So now Derek has a wire caught in his nose. Now, as I see it, Derek has three choices. First choice, Derek could lift it up on the wire, turn it so the hooky part wasn't stuck anymore, pulled it out of his nose. Problem solved. Now, Derek's in the 3rd grade. We can't expect Derek to think that rationally. Derek had a second choice. Derek could have been like, excuse me, I seem to have a notebook caught in my nose. Can someone please help me? Now, my teacher could have come over, lift him on the wire, turn it out of his nose, or called for help herself. Again, Derek's in the 3rd grade. We can't expect Derek to think that rationally. Derek's first thought was, I have a wire caught in my nose. I must get it out, right? So he grabbed onto that wire with both hands. He wakes, he went, ah!
My teacher, Miss Lockman, is a first-year teacher. Yeah, she realizes for the first time in her life she's scared of blood. Now, that's not good if you're the teacher of a student with a notebook caught. So rather than her saying, Derek, let's calm down, and lift over the wire and turn it in front of us, or calling for help herself, she begins to freak out. She's like, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Other 3rd graders. Any one of us could have been like, hello? This double-headed tugging thing doesn't seem to be working. Whatever. No. We begin to freak out first, the girls. The girls are like, ah! He's gonna die! I know a big 3rd grade girl hug circle, tears are streaming. He's gonna die! Oh my God! He's gonna die! Oh, now!
Now, you know what happened? Nothing. That wasn't the solution. The solution was a lift, turn, and pull, not a tug. Tugging actually had nothing to do with the solution. When you guys overreact, you freak out, and you yell and scream, it doesn't solve problems. It doesn't make big problems small. It makes small problems big.
Brother.